Oh, hello there. I wasn't expecting you to just show up at my door. I'm so sorry, I've been bogged down with paperwork. Truly I have. Something happened a while ago and I haven't gotten my act together to finish a video. Oh, that's an RFI in your hands. I was hoping I wouldn't have to release this in its current state, but... look, it's just this one video that I've been working on, and even that is a stretch because of the whole criminal proceedings and me needing to talk with my lawyers all the time. Well, if you're just gonna take it, can we put it on the record that I'm not liable for anything you see in it? Yeah? Okay, fine. Go ahead and watch it. You deserve to know what happened anyway. Maybe now I'll be able to work on something else. Why can't they just email me everything? The sheer amount of papers I have to... Hey everybody, Jack5 here. Oh, I'm sorry, did I hurt you? Okay, you're fine?
Yeah,
you're fine.
fine.
Okay, great. I'm here with Katie again. Yes, it's been a while since you've been on this channel, hasn't it?
Years.
I actually think so, that's the sad part. But also, I haven't been on my channel for several months anyway, so yeah, it's the same thing. We're gonna be looking at my old Nintendo DSi animations, and I know I've talked at length about them in previous videos that I've done, but this time we're actually gonna be watching them. And I've got my sister here who's going to be seeing them for the first time. It's much better that she's at an older age than being exposed to these at a really young age and then having to, basically thinking that this is normal. This is not normal. I made some really terrible stuff and we're going to watch it after all these years. I've got a selection of my animations here for her to look at. Let's hope things go smoothly and that she actually enjoys her time and doesn't complain after this is over, eh?
50-50 chance.
50, you're calling it now? 50%? Alright. This first one is called Never Suck Brawl Balls with Kirby. Do you know what Brawl is?
Like fighting.
Yeah, it's the third game in the Super Smash Bros. Series.
That's enough.
Yeah, so, you know, Super Smash Bros. Brawl, but if you don't know that, it just sounds weird. Never Suck Brawl Balls with Kirby.
It does sound weird.
I'm sorry, I'm degrading my sister's sense of humor. Anyway.
Not like I had a good sense of humor.
No, neither do I, it's fine. So here we go. All these sound effects I made with my voice because I didn't realize that I could record audio yet.
Oh my god.
The lesson is never.
I'm trying to do the monotone voice. Hey, look at me, I'm really cool because I can do this. So there you go, that's the first animation. What do you think?
The ball got stuck in Kirby's mouth and he's like, huh?
Yeah, that's the whole plot of the animation.
And then
but
he went like extremely skinny like a pencil. And then when he launched up into the air and then he fell back down and went chonky. My opinion is valid in this video.
That's right. For once it is.
I'm going to bring back something that I did in the last video.
What?
Schnoz.
Oh yeah. I remember that.
He had a dictionary.
It's all coming back. Yeah, the Google definition of schnoz. Wow.
Oh my god.
Okay, the next animation is called Ha 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 Ho 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 Hee Hee Hee. What do you think about that title, huh?
Fabulous, just totally fabulous.
Alright. What you're gonna start seeing in these animations is, it's a lot of really old meme culture. What would you say meme culture is for you right now? Early 2020s?
What I've grown up with, yeah. That's when I was actually like introduced into like the internet. People used to tell me, do you live under a rock? Because they would say stuff and I'm like, wait, what?
I think I was the opposite. I knew too much.
Oh, I did not know anything.
I grew up with late 2000s, early 2010s meme culture. So this is going to be a completely different window for you, right? Alright, here we go. Second video.
There's an arrow in his butt.
If it wasn't already obvious enough.
They were like this far apart. How's that apart?
It was just the one frame just being shaken all over the screen.
Bro, literally, this is where, because he's like,
it's like,
and then bro just got launched even though there was this far, this much of a gap. It's funny thinking about your failure as a kid.
Yeah. I mean,
But,
that's what I want. I'm sure it's gonna get better, and by that I mean I'm gonna start using other people's work. In this animation software, you were able to take other people's audio and use it for your own.
Yeah.
Kind of like TikTok now. Let's not talk about that. Third animation, staring contest.
I hated staring contests as a kid. I always lost them because I had such weak eyes and they always wanted to blink 24/7.
Oh, well, I think maybe you'll aspire to be these guys in this animation.
After a while, I just gave up. I'm like, I'm just gonna, as soon as we start the staring competition, I'm just gonna blink.
I find it funny how you're just trailing off on things that are actually happening, and then there's me like, get on with it!
Too bad, not my problem.
Here we go.
Hey, Andrew. Hey, Nuke. Staring contest, go.
I hate my own voice. Oh my goodness. Of course, laser humor.
Yay, I win.
It's always very funny.
My head hurts.
Not really.
Like,
Nah, you literally look like Sans.
This was made before Sans was even a thing.
It still looks like Sans.
They both look like Sans.
Exactly.
By that logic.
Yeah, exactly.
That was an example of laser humor where, if you don't know how to be funny, just get people to fire lasers. That's it.
Superman.
Not exactly Superman. It was like this old, I think it was called the Laser Collection, and it was just a bunch of skits, random comedy skits about people firing lasers from their mouth. It was like,
from their mouth?
yeah!
What was this?
Dr. Octagonopus! That was what it was like. Next up is My Voice Hurts. Now, I know, but they're relatively quick though. They go fast.
I'm hungry.
I hate my life.
Oh, that's a bit deep.
Rock, pine tree, pretty flower, H2O.
This is just still frames.
Kayaker, this is log, plant, shoe, sky.
This is no longer funny to me.
Taylor laughing, oxygen, W.
Oh my gosh, Oxygen. So funny, so cool. 4 colors in that. Red, blue, white, and black.
Okay, that was a limitation of the animation software. It only had white, black, red, and blue. Those were the only colors you were allowed to use by design. The humor has just gone completely dry because it was like
flowers didn't even look good.
It's random humor, right?
It's like you drew one good flower
And then drew the same thing behind it, but it turned into a fractal.
and then at the bottom you just gave up.
You're drawing on like this screen. Think of it like drawing on a touchpad. You have to somehow try and draw on the edges. It doesn't work.
Start from the edges and go into the middle.
Okay.
Common sense.
Next animation, going in for the kill. And this is one of the animations where I had to change the audio because of copyright. So you're gonna hear music brand new composed just for this animation.
This music's being changed for copyright. I can't leave it alone to save my life. But law punishes those that do.
I'm sorry, I'm just laughing at my own composition over the actual animation and how bad it is. I didn't even draw that thing! Like, that's not my drawing!
So very original. Talented, honestly. If I could speak to young Jack right now, I'd be like, your animation is the most original thing I've ever seen. You totally did not get someone else's animation and put it in your own. Like, you did not do that.
This was totally worth your time.
Totally. Okay, moving on.
Yep, okay. Get Firefox. There's nothing else that needs to be explained. Let's just pull it in. Come on, get in there. That's meant to be Internet Explorer. That's Chrome. That's Safari. Really, you don't even remember Safari.
I remember Safari. I hate Safari.
I know. It's not even on Windows computers anymore.
I hate Safari.
It's kind of bad.
Shut up.
You do a better job than the person in the animation does.
I just thought Firefox was just a silly logo. I'm like, oh, what is that? Like the Earth engulfed in flames? And then after a while, you pointed it out that Firefox is a fox, and I'm like, huh?
Oh,
It's a fox. And then I looked at it close. I'm like, oh my gosh, it actually is a fox.
Oh my goodness. This next animation is like, it's a weird combination of someone else's skit and then repurposing it. You won't get this stuff, and that's fine.
Was that Kirby with hair? Kirby with dragon spikes?
I think that's what it is. I actually think that's how the character was designed. Not one of the characters I created. No, of course. It was a person that was on the software. Right?
Macca's audio.
What makes you think that?
Like the.
Oh, like behind the counter?
Yeah, it goes.
Yeah, I get that. I get why you say that. It does sound like that, actually.
Yeah, it does.
Well, I guess it was more of a like, or whatever. I don't think that's even worth talking about.
No,
it was
just go on to the next one. Go on to the next one.
All right. This is HS email. This is like a play on. It's not a play. No, don't worry about it.
And that boy is why I decided to
This is about Homestar Runner, but okay, HR puppet stuff. Is that's what you want? Violence, maiming, garden weasels. Oh, big sensor bar and blue blood. What do you think of the blue blood?
Lovely.
Because you can't have blue and red at the same time. It's so dumb. Super Race RPG, go! I keep dragging instead of dropping.
Drag and drop.
Oh my goodness, I'm so bad with computers. Yeah, this is like a Super Mario RPG song.
What is that?
I think that's a Bomberman? You know Bomberman?
No, I don't know.
Oh yes, that's definitely Mario. Cookies!
Yum.
We both did the exact same thing! Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh.
That's just a... I actually watched the original animation before now, and that was just lifted from the original animation.
Rude.
You thought that was a middle finger?
Yeah.
It does look like it, but I'm pretty sure that frog just has like 3 fingers or something. It's just doing this.
Yeah, there's no way. You cannot convince me that it's not doing that.
It's flipping the bird at us. Yeah. Next up, Race the Hedgehog. It's just called that. This is a play on Sonic the Hedgehog. You'll see what I mean.
okay then.
I have what?
The same character in
Yeah.
everyone.
Yeah, because I made animations using this character, right?
What's his name?
Race.
Fat Gum.
Help you and help you defeat Robotnik?
He's so fat! He's chunky!
That's just a consequence of how I drew him back then. Oh my goodness.
Fat Gum. I think Fat Gum's from an anime that I watched.
Oh man, Fat Gum the Hedgehog. Who would have guessed?
What? You sound like a bird!
You did a better job of naming him than I did. Like, come on. Let's call it Fat Gum. It's so much better.
I'm pretty sure that is him. Like, Fat Gum is his name.
Yeah.
If it is, in your editing, you put Fat Gum on my face, just in a box.
Oh yeah, like just an insert of the Google image.
Fat Gum right on my face.
Katie here knows nothing about my original character, so that's why she's... Hey, might as well take whatever comes out of her mouth and just make it canon. Like, who cares at this point? Fat Gum the Hedgehog, let's roll with it. Next up, the Tooth Station.
You have a dentist that traumatizes
Flash.
little children? Come here.
I think his name was Chris.
Kirby.
That is literally just Kirby with hair. It is. It really is. It genuinely is. Like, but more than the previous person.
Right?
Oh my goodness, the low frame rate is like the
His
worst.
name is Squawky Kid.
Squawky.
Actually, no, his name is... How many fingers does bro have?
He's got like
Why
a
is he
little...
flossing his hair?
That was the joke. That was the joke. It was like, you are the tooth. I'm gonna floss you.
Oh my gosh.
Obligatory Fortnite dance. How do you do it? It's like that. I have been destroyed by pop culture.
Yes, you have. The old man.
Not as much as you, but I'm
Yeah.
pretty far down there, you know. Here's another one with new audio. It's the Caramel Dancer. Have you heard of the Caramel Dancer before?
I think so, but I haven't seen it.
Well,
I've heard of it.
this is gonna be your introduction to it. I apologize.
Oh, I've heard that. I've heard this song many times, but very fast.
I think this is already sped up. It's auto-tuned screaming on my end. Yeah, part of his head broke off and the liquid came out, implying that he's full of liquid. Which doesn't make any sense, like...
He's a jug. All of the Kool-Aid
It was
came
like
out.
it dissolved. It like dissolved, side of his head dissolved. It didn't make any sense.
How?
Oh my goodness.
It evaporated. How? I don't know. Go ask your science teacher.
Go ask your science teacher.
I don't care if they're
my-
dead.
I don't care if you're not in school anymore. Go
ask your science teacher.
Go back to high school and go to your science teacher.
Is like a garden weasel like an animal?
I don't know. Can we actually look this up? Can we actually do some live looking up? Okay, so apparently this is a garden weasel.
Oh, it's one of those things where like you stand up and you push it around and you go meow. Meow.
Is it though?
Yeah, it looks like one of those things that you push.
No. I think it's actually you plunge it into the ground in order to pull up weeds.
Oh, so you go like this. It's like a plunger for the ground.
The camera can't see you. You gotta come down here and.
Like that. That's a demonstration.
This next one is actually pretty important. Have you ever heard of the Astaf movie?
Nah.
Okay, so you are completely unfamiliar with Astaf movie. Basically, it's a bunch of weird skits that somebody put together and was like, "Oh, I'll make a movie out of this." Again, it's random humor.
Ew.
And I turned basically all of it into an animation. Like the whole thing, so... Well, maybe not the whole... I don't know if it's the whole thing. But anyway, let's go. This is...
I like trains.
I like trains. I've heard of that before.
Yeah, it's from Astaf movie, right?
Oh, so it's you stole my lungs. Die, potato.
That was my, I didn't want to bother drawing static, so I just...
I've actually heard of some of these.
Yeah, because...
I watched Gotcha as a kid.
Yeah, they got lifted from... I don't know who that is. I've totally forgotten.
No, my
Yeah, it
boy.
is.
Father, help. Roblox. Sideways Roblox logo.
Again, I think that's meant to stand for random.
Too bad. It's the sideways old Roblox logo.
There's
Yes,
the Kirby
Kirby.
again. Apparently I'm a mom that brings out cookies.
I like trains.
I like trains.
It's the same thing.
Bye.
This humor is so old by now. I think that maybe if I watched the original Astaf movie 2, I would be
I
like...
trains.
I would actually think it was still funny, but there's nothing funny about taking that and like... Because like, it's not even your skits to begin with, man. This was Vine before Vine, pretty much, right?
I had a Vine phase when I was young. Before the Gotcha phase, it was Vine.
Yeah, but
Literally-
TikTok is basically just Vine. Again.
Yeah. If you went through a Gotcha phase, I feel so bad for you. And if you didn't and you don't know what that is, I'm so happy that you don't.
Yeah.
It's not a bad thing. It's just... It's
And the
toxic.
problem is you don't grow out of it.
Yeah.
Next one up, Evil Phone Man. Now, I actually
Phone
think
guy.
that you have to bring that up. It's got nothing to do with that. Five Nights at Freddy's didn't even exist back then.
And do I not have the right to relate every single thing here to my cult, like what I grew up with? Do I not have the right to do that?
Dude. I think it's by the same guy that made Astaf movie and whatnot. But I think that Evil Phone Man is one of the few times where my animation actually improved the original video, because the original video was just guys standing in a field. Credit where credit is due. The guys that made it, way better comedians. I'll say that. Here we go.
I am a really bad person, and I'm going to destroy the world. Using... this telephone.
It's a tilt
No, really?
Of doom.
doom.
Stop, I will beat you! No!
Fingers.
It's just the...
Oh my gosh, typing into a phone.
Yeah, it's just the awkwardness of the animation that makes it so funny.
Laser beams. Oh, we love laser beams up in here, Mark.
Because lasers were funny back then.
Lasers were cool. Lasers were so cool.
They're not funny anymore, but that was the climate back then. I apologize for this next one. This is the second to last animation, by the way. But this one is basically the Astaf movie one you watched before, but it's a YTP. This is an animated YTP.
Hey, it says go.
Yeah?
How did I get here?
I think that was a swear word that I censored. I censored the swear word by obscuring it in other sound effects.
Oh wow, that's creative.
Are you a man or a man?
If I was you, I wouldn't have done that. I would have left it in there and be like, I can't be stuffed.
It would have been reported though.
That's true.
It would have been reported.
I am lazy.
Hey, I was lazy back then too, it's okay.
Oh, but I'm much more lazy.
That's why the frame rate's so low. I couldn't be bothered to animate anything with a high frame rate. This is the very last one I want to show you because...
Oh, no, it's a part 2 of Evil Phone Man.
I know you're exhausted, but you've got to show your face.
I know, they've seen my face for long enough. They know what I'm like.
I can fade away into the abyss and no one will notice. Oh, okay.
Robin
This is the same character as the last time, but he looks completely different now.
Wi-Fi signal.
With my phone.
Pretty much.
Tasers.
They just hit each other.
Their cheeks kiss. Oh my gosh, Fat Gum the Hedgehog!
As a final send-off, you get like one frame of, or a couple of frames of Fat Gum just going.
His name is Race the Hedgehog. I just called him
AKA Fat Gum.
I only called him Fat Gum. Fat because he looked really fat. Gum because I have I think it's because I was thinking of gum earlier. And I'm like, oh man, I should buy some gum. All credits to them. We are not stealing your thing.
Yeah, and all credits to everybody that I stole from when I was a young kid. I apologize. I'm so sorry. If any of you are at all concerned about who made what originally, I actually have, like, on my Sudomemo profile, all these animations already there, and it includes where I got the audio from. So thank goodness that I was able to make up for that past sin. So what did you think of the Race the Hedgehog animations?
Race the Hedgehog, bro. His body is a complete circle. It's like a sphere. Every single angle, it's the same shape, the same size.
Yeah. You haven't seen the second episode, so after this video, maybe you'll want to watch that so that you can get a... You don't want to...
I really don't.
Maybe that's a sign to all of you. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Watch the second episode, please, please. Anyway, thank you so much.
Thank you for watching. I will... not me. He will see you in the next video if he posts. It's probably going to be another while.
Years or something.
Yeah, I'll probably be like 85 by the next time he posts.
Oh my goodness. But yeah, anyway, thank you all so much for watching. And as always, I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.
There you are. How'd you get down here? I thought you were connected to your computer up there. What changed?
No, I'm not letting you ruin another video.
Relax. You can just edit me out. Looks like I came in right as you were finishing anyway. The heck? Where's Katie? Huh?
What have you done with her?
Who? Jack 5, it's just me and you here. Are you okay?
Oh, no. You don't get to say that. You know what? To hell with it. This ends now. I'm not sorry for this.
Excuse me?
Whoa. Okay, I'm backing off.
Dude, what are you doing? You can't get away with this. Oh my goodness, get away from me!
Now look what you've done. What are people gonna make of this?
I've been waiting for this day for a really long time.
Don't even think about it. Ow! Stop it! Dude! You're killing me, man! This is what's up to... What the heck?
It's been a while, hasn't it? I know appearances like these are quite cliché and only suited for drastic situations, but I'm sure you agree we have one on our hands. You saw the very person that you've held in such high regard murder one of his own. Even though the blood is fake and it could all be cleaned up in no time at all, this behavior showing up in videos cannot be excused. I admit I've been on a campaign to replace Jack 5, but now you can see that my concerns were valid. My deal is on the table, the same as before. What do you say?
You have come here at a very opportune time. What? Where am I? What's going on?
Hello there. I apologize for the rude awakening. Tell me, would you like to be famous?
I guess? Who are you though?
Don't worry about who I am. Just follow my instructions and I'll give you what you desire. We're going to have lots of fun, Jack.
8.
Hi everyone, it's me, Jack5 the YouTuber, not the character. I'd like to leave you all with a message now that we're at the end of this video. This is incredibly hard for me to do, hence why I'm reading a script on camera, so I would appreciate it if you could listen to what I have to say until the very end. Thank you so much for watching the Nintendo DSi series all the way through, or even just this final episode. I'm so thankful that I have a space on YouTube where I can produce content for others to watch and engage with, and dedicated viewers like you are what motivate me to keep making stuff, so I cannot thank you enough. Seriously, this means so much to me, and I hope that this can only become more the case over time. I do have to address that this video took way too long to make, and it's not because I had to spend more time than usual actively working on it, but rather I haven't been in the best of places in my personal life. For context, I have autism spectrum disorder, and I've been dealing with it my whole life, but more specifically to my circumstances right now, transitioning from university to the workplace was and continues to be a challenge even to this day, and it has drastically affected how motivated I am and what my interests are. I've always wanted to make this video to finish the Nintendo DSi series, as it has immense sentimental value for me, but it was such a big project and I was placing so much pressure on myself to make it as good as I possibly could that I just neglected everything. I've become far more escapist, seeing video games and even YouTube itself as a means to distract myself from everything else, and it is still taking a toll on me. So I'm making some changes to ensure that more often than not I am at my happiest, and to clearly outline the expectations that I believe you should have. Firstly, I am not going to be streaming regularly anymore. Streaming requires me to create a facade that I must maintain both among myself as well as everyone else present for a consistent amount of time, which creates an unhealthy amount of preparation and ignorance that very often leads to disillusionment, which is not fun to watch happen. I might randomly stream on YouTube, but only if I can be certain of that stream's quality. Secondly, as for what videos you can expect to see and when they should arrive, I'm not making any more promises. I could make videos regularly, randomly, or never again, and the subject of these videos will be whatever I want it to be. I will not be constrained by what YouTube analytics tells me, as I have fallen into that trap more than once at this point. Additionally, I know that I will never make something as big of a spectacle as this very video, because so much setup and filming was necessary that it all added together into a massive amount of pressure that I was constantly burdened by. And finally, while I have been receiving some very generous donations through Patreon from people who want to see more content, which I'm extremely grateful for, being tied down by the platform meant that I couldn't share anything I was working with anyone else except those people who were supporting me. There's also the feeling that I haven't been fulfilling my end of the bargain to the best of my ability, especially in these recent months where I've been feeling so dejected. To make up for this, I am shutting down my Patreon before the end of the month. Everyone who was a Patreon supporter will now have permanent access to the exclusive content on my Discord server. But that's not the end of it for everyone else. I now have a Ko-fi page at ko-fi.com/jack5 where you can donate any amount you want. There is no monthly commitment if you don't want it, and for as little as $1, you can also gain permanent access to the previously patron-only content with no expiry date. It's only fair that I give you this opportunity, and it will allow me to share my passion with everyone, not just the people that are paying for exclusive access. Afterwards, if you want something more in return, you can optionally pay for my royalty-free music at jack5.bandcamp.com. Again, I sincerely thank you for taking the time out of your day to watch my videos, like them, leave comments, subscribe, and talk on my Discord server. There is nothing I can do to truly show my appreciation for you all, but I hope that this will suffice. And I will see you all next time, wherever that may be. Cheers.